Hey YouTube, this is Shane. I just wanted to make a quick update video. I tried making one yesterday and it was too long, so YouTube rejected it. But I'm on my 3 month. I just made my 3 month mark on T on the 22nd, and I just wanted to make a video since I couldn't on the 22nd. I've been busy, but I wanted to make a video just to document this milestone in my life. I think the 3rd month of testosterone is a very important moment for any trans guy. It's the moment where it's really when you really either start passing all the time, or you're at the point where you're always passing all the time. So it's just something I wanted to document. And in regards to physical changes, I'm going to go right into it because these videos keep coming out very long and I'm tired of retrying. I've grown 1.5 inches since I've been on T. I stopped growing when I was about 13 and never had any other growth spurt as a teenager. So the fact that I've grown 1.5 inches since I started the hormone, being 20, it's like a miracle for me. And I think it's amazing. I think this hormone is the best thing that's ever happened to me, honestly. In regards to other changes, I'm growing more. My facial hair is coming in a lot faster. I shave every morning because I pretty much try to use the clean face look until I get a decent amount of facial hair on my face and I don't look like a 12-year-old going through puberty. So I'm also getting hair on my back, on my buttocks. Getting more muscle and the works, the usual. I think my voice is getting ready to drop one more time. It's been really squeaky lately. It was pretty settled out for about a month or two, and now it's really starting to fluctuate all over again. That doesn't go up and down anymore. It stays at a set tone, but it just squeaks every now and then to it cracks, and I'll be talking, all of a sudden I'll lose my voice. And I'll be talking, but no real sound comes out. I'm also noticing that I'm getting an Adam's apple, so I can see it when I swallow, and I can feel it when I touch it. So that's also pretty cool. Okay, in regards to something else, I actually want to touch the subject of chest dysphoria. First and foremost, I want to congratulate 3 of the trans guys that I actually follow on YouTube that have gotten their chest surgery recently. Which is Sean, Aiden, and Jack. You guys, congratulations. I'm so glad that you finally, got that surgery. It must be a serious load off your shoulders or, your chest. And, Sean, your chest looks crazy nice, and Aiden as well. You have, your chest looks amazing from what I'm seeing, and the smiles on your faces really makes it all. It's not even the actual way that your chest looks now. It's the weight lifted off your shoulders, the way you could see it in your face, in your eyes, and when you smile, how relieved you are and how much more closer that you are to feeling complete and whole with yourself, and that's something beautiful to watch. And I'm glad that you've let me, follow that transition. So, thanks for that. And, I haven't seen Jack's chest yet. It's still wrapped up, but I bet it's still going to be as, amazing, as every other guy's. You're lucky, and, congrats, guy. So, now, talking about chest dysphoria, I've noticed that there's a whole bunch of, not a whole bunch, but, a good majority of the other trans guys that I've been following that are pre-op, just like I am, who, I've noticed that since being on the hormone, the longer they are on the hormone and the longer they have their chest, the more dysphoric they seem to get about it. And I realized that, the more, ironically enough, the longer I am on the hormone, the more dysphoric I am. Because I pass physically, I look male and I sound male, but the fact that I have, size D, breasts, it's a pain in the ass to hide, it's a pain in the ass to bind, it's, really uncomfortable, especially in this type of tropical heat. I live in the Dominican Republic, so it's very, very hot, especially during the summer, and I have to really layer my clothes to really hide my chest. And, there's, points where I don't want to get out of bed in the morning some days, and that I don't want to just leave my house because I just don't want to get up and have to bind. It's the most tedious thing when you wake up in the morning. It's tedious. You have to get up, take a shower, and you have to think that you have to put everything else on before you could actually bind and put your shirts on, and that's something. At least that's the way I do it. Now I've noticed that Eric seems really, really depressed lately about it, and that I see in his eyes that desperation that and I'm assuming all of you know so well. And the fact that he seems to not have, not lose hope, but he seems to be lacking in the hope department in regards to getting the money for chest surgery. One day it will happen. Trust me, it will happen. Just think of the fact that you've been on hormones this long, that you've been on T this long, that you actually got T. There's so many other trans guys that I know who are pre-T who would kill to have the hormone, who would kill to be on the hormone. And, they're not even thinking about chest surgery yet. They just want to have the hormones so they can start, to pass, all the time, and, have the deep voice, and, all that good stuff that comes with T. And I tried to not let my dysphoria get the best of me. There's something that I realized when I first came out as trans. I came out as trans when I was about 17. And those first couple of years living as male were probably the roughest, because I was learning how to become male. And I mean, I've always felt male inside, but there's some stuff that you just have to learn that you never got to learn as a child that you were supposed to in your childhood. And when it comes to my dysphoria, I pretty much think of it shouldn't dominate me. Like before, I used to let it be the reigning thought in my mind, and I realized how counterproductive that was. So nowadays, what I do when I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling extra dysphoric, I just throw it into something else. I'll throw it into my job the day that I'm feeling like the worst about the way my chest looks. That day, the way I bind it, if it wasn't good enough, then I'll do, an extra 20 emails to my customers, and, I'll go the extra mile for a customer if they're having an issue. And it does really help out. You're helping people out, and, you're being better at your job. Or, if I'm not working, I'll call my sister and I'll bitch at her, or I'll, turn the music up really loud in my room and just rock out. Or I'll draw or write, and, stuff like that. Stuff that, I love to do, and I'll just do it. I'll just throw myself into it. And in the end, I'll end up with something productive and not be, rotting away in my own depression. And I'm not saying that you're doing it, I'm just saying that's what I noticed that I do when, I let my dysphoria get the best of me. So maybe if you take it in that context, I know that you're really depressed about the fact that you haven't been able to find a job. You will find a job. There is one out there. It's going to happen. Trust me, you're not going to be in this rut for the rest of your life. Being in a rut is really, it's... I know the feeling, and, even I have a job and I still feel like I'm in a rut right now, so, just hang in there, buddy. We're all fighting the same battle, and we all know what's going on, and we know how it feels. So trust me, I'm there, and I know what you're going through. And I mean, I can't really say it's exactly the same situation or it's similar, but trust me, if you need anybody to talk to, you could always just message me, let me know. I have a great ear to listen. So, other than that, that's all I have to say. Thanks for listening. I'll try to update sooner. Alright, peace out, YouTube.